hello there, and we are live. Ladies and gentlemen, I know I've just come out literally from one show. I'm going into another one. Of course, you guys might be watching it tomorrow, but me and Ola will just do it justice anyway. See, yeah. It's another episode 5. Keep moving, yeah. Episode 5 of the PremTalk show, Premier League show, and I have my big friend here. See, yeah, guys, yeah, this guy doesn't shout too much, This guy, a big guy, he conducts himself in a different way, not like this other type of, all this type of people, he's good people. He's a great guy, he's a guy of substance, man. He doesn't need to shout here and there. See, it's not a person than Ola of the Fight Week show. Ola, welcome to the show, my guy.
Yeah, man. Thank you for bringing me on, man. We're totting up the episodes. The episode is counting, is going up, is growing, and thank you to everybody that's been supporting us. Watching it and putting comments in and all of that, man. Salute to all of you, man. Big up, and
big ups.
Yeah, thank you for bringing me back on.
Yeah, sure. See, Ola, see, I just finished my first show, yeah. It was supposed to be a 1 hour show. It ran for nearly 1 hour 40 minutes, yeah.
Oh
my God.
I would get
Manchester
United
if
I run into that type
Jesus
of time.
Christ.
I would get lashes.
Ola is a PremTalk show. This is not an Arsenal show, it's a PremTalk show. Yes. Ola, please key into what happened to Manchester United yesterday. I'm happy about what happened, but not like I'm jumping, running around or whatever, but I felt a kind of like emotion for them, I just had this feeling, yeah, just like Michael Jackson, yeah. I got to feel. I got to feel. You just had to feel for them, yeah, man. Ola, did you feel that type of way for these guys, yeah? Did you feel any way for these guys?
No. I'll tell you why. You don't live
so
with
you
them.
were cold inside. You couldn't feel.
Bro, you don't live with them, man. I live with them in my house, bro.
Exactly, Madame and the rest.
Oh yes. This one here. This one here was it was something I enjoyed. I enjoyed it a lot, and I'll tell you why. You remember they dragged me to that Carling Cup, that Carabao Cup final. Remember they dragged me over there, right?
Oh my God!
They made my day very miserable. I was there. I couldn't do anything. I couldn't, I was just undercover. I was undercover that day. You see, today, I'm out, and I'm enjoying the little calamity. Look, they'll be back. This is not. It's like like MUFC said there. It's like a blip, but sometimes you have to enjoy the blip.
It's like a blip, right?
But sometimes, as a rival fan, you have to enjoy the blip because you don't know when this blip is going to come back. They might not have it again. So if you want to feel sorry for them, hoping for another blip to happen, you might not get the chance. So you have to get there. You have to enjoy the blip while the blip is there. And these guys, when we had our little blip, against Everton, against City, albeit it's not no crazy big scores. Like we lost to City 1-0, lost to Everton 1-0. And you the way they were behaving is like the wheels have come off. So I feel like I owed this to them. They had their little blip at the start of the season as well, which I enjoyed a little bit. Brighton, Brentford, they gave us a little show that we enjoyed a little bit. But look, MUFC Global just said that if it felt for me. You see, it felt for me. That's what he just said there in the comment. Big up to you, MUFC. I got dragged over there, man, and this one here was my little payback. And big up Anthony Herbert as well, man. Salute to
Anthony Herbert. Big ups, Anthony Herbert.
Yeah, man. We had a really, really good weekend with Naz and the boys.
Yeah,
it was a good watch along.
And the boys,
for the John Jones
fight. Legendary.
It was a good all-round sporting weekend. Yeah, man. You know, I mean, it was a good all-round sporting weekend. But I enjoyed the whole thing. You know, the calamity of Manchester United and them dropping points. You know, Spurs. What can you do? They do what they do. But look,
Mm,
it was a good weekend of Premier League, man. It was a good
of
weekend of
Premier
Premier League,
League,
and I
right?
wouldn't have been saying that I did not
Mm,
been for the last minute result that we got. So that's
exactly.
it's so
Exactly.
it's so crazy how everything is defined by small margins. You know, very very small margins.
Mm.
Because I did not been for the last minute goal that we got, I might not have the kind of chest that I got right now. But at the same time,
Right now,
United's one
yeah.
was not defined by small margin. This was a big margin. Like, I tried to I
Mm.
tried to go to the shop, about 4 or 5 shops, to get 7 Up. They were sold out everywhere. I can't find 7 Up everywhere. Everywhere I look, I tried to get 7 Up to bring to the thing, and I can't. They've sold out. Is 7 Up Prime now? Is 7 Up Prime juice? Is 7 Up Prime? I want to know, people. Please
Ola,
tell me.
Ola crushing it in.
Because, bro, I went to like 5 shops,
Oh my
man. I
god.
can't be I can't
Yeah.
believe shops are running out 7 Up. It's
Mm.
crazy
It's
because of the
crazy,
seven
man. It's
goals.
crazy. It's crazy. Ola, see, yeah, seriously, we really have to talk about this Liverpool Manchester United here.
Mm.
But TJ Warren here says, big up Tony and Ola legend. Big ups
Yeah,
to
man.
you,
Big
TJ
up
Warren,
yourself,
my
Warren.
guy, TJ Warren. Big ups to you. MUFC Global, my guy, he says, was a blip, will bounce back. Okay. Anthony Herbert says, big up, guys. My brother, a Man United fan, he hasn't left the house after 7-0
Anthony Herbert knows what I'm
defeat.
talking about. When you live
Anthony
with them,
Herbert knows it.
when you
Mm,
live with them in your house,
mm.
it's a different energy, bro.
It's a
You know
different
what I mean?
energy, yeah.
It's a
Mm.
different energy, man. Because yeah, they don't waste time to get at you, man, for any time you mess up. So, I have to pay them the same courtesy. I have to pay them the same courtesy, man. And Anthony
Yeah.
Herbert knows exactly what we're talking about here.
What we're talking about. But see here, Ola, yeah. Let me tweak your mind a little bit, yeah. Manchester United, yeah.
Mhm.
After 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 all this back-to-back wins that
Yep.
they've gotten, yeah,
Hmm.
and then you come back and get battered 7-0 by an inconsistent Liverpool side. Ola, do you think that Manchester United have carefully um, maxed the cracks that they've had in that team, and that right now it took Liverpool to actually unravel everything out right now?
Um, Look, first thing that I'm gonna say is try to redirect what you mentioned there in terms of Liverpool unmasking the cracks that United might have.
Yeah.
Uh, I look at it in a different way. Liverpool is their biggest rival. Let's face it. They don't even rate Man City that much. That
Mm,
to the point that they don't care that Man City is winning league titles because they don't rate them. They don't see them as their rival, so they don't really care that much about what City is dealing with. Liverpool is their real rival. Liverpool is the team that they always want to get one up on, and
yeah.
when you go to Anfield,
Yeah.
there's a different energy about that place,
About
and
that place, right?
United knows all about it. United knows
Mm,
all about it, and
yeah.
look, Manchester United has been very very good for majority of the season, to the point
Mm,
where people are talking about them potentially being in the title race, and
yeah.
rightfully so, because of the performances that they've put
Yeah.
together. They've put a run of good games together. They're scoring
Yeah.
goals for fun.
Hmm.
Casemiro. I was still saying it the other week when they won the League Cup,
Yeah.
how it's transformed the way they played. How they go about their business, and I still stand on that because I want to. Casemiro is a very, very good player for them. He's
Yeah.
been wonderful for them this season. He's been one of the
Sure.
best, one of their best signings. in a long time that they brought
In a
in,
long time, yeah.
right? But when you actually look at what happened to them yesterday,
Mm,
I think it was a combination of form goes out of the window,
mm,
but United was not really recognizing the fact that form goes out of the window, and Liverpool have got dangerous players that are now coming back from injury, the likes of Van Dijk, the likes of
mm,
Jota, the likes of
mm.
you know, the likes of Salah starting to pick up form. Darwin
Form.
Nunes, that everybody's been
Mm.
you know giving something to
Castigating and
castigating. He scored a couple against them, and he's been scoring goals
mm,
for them anyways.
yeah,
Even though they might have been dropping points, but he's still scoring. You
still
know,
scoring goals.
and when you have players like that in a game like Liverpool versus Manchester United at Anfield,
Hmm. Hmm.
the levels is gonna go up. The
Yeah.
levels is gonna go up, and I just
Hmm.
felt watching that game that the occasion probably got the better of Manchester United players. And I thought they did well in the first half. I thought they did all right in the first half.
Yeah,
I thought,
I
I thought they
thought
were
they
in the
did
game
all
in the
right.
first half.
Yeah.
They were in
Hmm.
the game in the first half. And look, I don't want to come here and chat shit about how the game transpired. But when you look at the first half, you thought, yeah, you know what? This is going to be a testy game. Maybe a 2-2, a 3-2. Somebody's going to steal it
Mm.
at the end. No, but I didn't see no 7-0 coming. I did not see it coming. Although I welcome it, I embrace it. I'm not fighting it. I'm not fighting it. I embrace it. I love
You're
it.
racing,
Yeah.
man. Yeah,
But
sure, sure.
but it was just one of those. It's a head scratcher to
Mm.
the point where whatever tiny little bit of hair that Ten Hag had on his head is gone. It's gone
Mm.
for good. He was
Mm.
scratching his head that much, like, what is
It
going on with my
was it
players?
was just
What
petrified yesterday.
why is anybody not sticking to the game plan? Why does it look like people are just giving up? It's like people are
Mm.
folding, and I just couldn't understand it. And a lot of their
Mm.
fans don't understand what the hell happened yesterday. And
Yesterday.
I feel like, look, I feel like they'll be. When I say I feel like they'll be back, I'm saying it in the form of I feel sorry for the next team United plays. I don't
Hmm.
know who they got next, but
They
whoever that
have they
team
have
is,
Real Betis in the Europa League coming up
yeah,
this midweek.
okay.
After that, they also have Southampton. Southampton
Southampton
is
now.
deep
Now
down
that's
fighting
the
for
game.
relegation.
I'm not even looking at the Betis game because
Mm.
that's not in the Premier League. So I'm not
Yeah,
even looking at that.
yeah.
I'm more looking at what they're doing in the league. And I have to say as well,
Mm.
maybe, just maybe, a bit of tiredness is starting to catch up with them. We don't know. We
Mm.
will find out in the Southampton game. The
Yeah.
reason why I say that is because United has been fighting on all four fronts, and they've been using
Okay.
all their best players.
Yeah.
They've been putting all their best. I've not seen Rashford take a rest in any of the games that they've been playing, whether they're playing Barcelona, whether they're
Yeah.
playing Newcastle and Carabao, whether they're
Yeah.
playing a Premier League game. These
Yeah.
guys have all been involved. All their key players have been involved in all
Yeah.
those games, from
Yeah.
De Gea all the way to Rashford, all the way to Weghorst.
Big ups Gloria Idoko, who's in the chart here with us. She says, "Nice one, Tony and Ola. Big ups to you, Gloria Idoko, and of course
Mm.
Anthony Herbert, MEFC Global, who is also here with us. Big ups to you guys and
Yeah, man,
you,
big up, big
lady.
up,
Yeah, yeah,
big
big
up.
ups. Yeah, yeah.
So for me, I think it's either one or two things. It was a blip, or fatigue is starting to catch up to them because they've been really fighting and going full tilt every
Mm,
time on all four fronts with their best players.
mm,
Maybe a couple rotations in there in terms of bringing personnel to freshen it up, but a lot of their key players has played untold amount of games up until now. Don't forget, we only got 13 games left in the league, and if
yeah.
they've been fighting on all four fronts, and don't they were they in the Champions League and dropped into Europa, Manchester United, or did they start in the Europa
No,
League?
no. They started in the Europa
So
League.
they started in the Europa League,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So they've played all those games, and there's way more games. over here in the Europa League than
Mm.
there is in the Champions League,
Than there
anyways.
is in the
So
Champions League. Yeah.
you just gotta, in a way, like you said, maybe a tiny little bit feel for them because of the amount of games that they're playing. But
Mm.
that's not why I'm here.
That's not an excuse because Arsenal is also playing all these games, and no one cares. They even want us to lose. But let's do away with this Manchester United. I've had enough with the Manchester United fan that came here.
I,
I premiered a new show today. The show was just cool, but it's a tiring one because the guy is not. He's a good guy, but bruv. Manchester United fans they're very stubborn, man. It's
oh, don't
hard. It's
I
very
know
hard,
I know
bro.
I know
There's
all
this
about
chip
that,
on the
man.
shoulders, man. It's so difficult to I don't know, to just get through to them, and help them see reality. But it's good that Liverpool, brought them back to earth yesterday. Ola, Liverpool, four at the bounce, including the dismantling of Manchester United yesterday,
Mm,
7-0.
mhm,
They've gone into these games, yeah, and won games at the bounce. Apart from that, Crystal Palace game. You know what?
mm.
Yeah, is Liverpool back?
Bro, you did mention one other important stats, and they keeping clean sheets,
Oh,
and they keeping clean sheets in all those 4 games that you talk. They keeping clean
oh,
sheets, you know.
they're not
So
conceding.
for
Mm,
me, they're not really conceding goals. They're not
mm,
conceding goals, and when you say are
true.
they back, there's a very very good chance of that they're back.
That they're back, right?
Again, you can see the pattern. They're putting it together.
Mm,
They're racking up the results to the point where they're now, how many points behind Spurs with the game in hand?
yeah.
They could really be in for this top 4 race. So the top 4 race is definitely going to hot up towards the end of the season, and this is where I get worried
I
because
get worried
we
too.
still got to go to Anfield.
I won't lie about that. I'm worried now. I'm worried now
We
about
still got to go
Liverpool
to
because
Anfield,
we still have to go to
and
Anfield, and
they're gonna
I'm
have
worried,
something to
man.
say about this
Mm,
title race. They're gonna have
mm,
something to say about this title. I think City still got to see them as well. So who knows? But I know that they're probably one of the only teams out of the top teams that we've got to play that I'm really,
yeah.
really worried about in terms of them really having a say in what really happens.
Mm.
I think they're one of the teams that's gonna help decide where the title ultimately goes. I don't think the City game is gonna be the decider. I think it's gonna be when we play one of these top teams that's really gonna decide it. So, but for now, I like what
Ola, I'm sorry. On the
Mhm.
contrary, I do think that game against Liverpool would decide a lot of things for us, man.
You don't think so?
I think it would decide a lot of things for us.
Yeah,
That
and
Liverpool
that's what
game.
I'm trying to say.
That's
Either
what,
on
yeah.
our end or on the City end, when they eventually play them, but they're gonna have something to say about it, in terms of uh, who gets what from Liverpool.
Yeah.
Look, it's a scary one, bro. And I'm worried about it.
I'm worried
I'll
about
be
Liverpool.
lying
I'm
if I
worried
sit
about
here
Anfield.
if I'm
Mm.
sitting here and not worried about what Liverpool could do when we go to when we go to Anfield, because we
It
beat
doesn't
them
matter
earlier on
what
in the
we
season, and
exactly, but
they owe us. They owe us, bro.
exactly. But again, it doesn't matter whatever we do. These guys always have our number when they are at Anfield.
Yeah, I
It's
mean, it's not
it's
just our
it's
number, man. Just look at the amount of teams that's been to Anfield and lost, and they were in fantastic form.
in
The
fantastic
not many
form.
teams go there and get a point. You have
Get a
to play.
sniff.
You have to play at your absolute best with no mistake. Focus the entire game to get anything out of Anfield. Look what they were doing to Real Madrid in that first time before Real Madrid came back.
Yeah, before Real
Like,
Madrid came
you
back.
know, Anfield is I call Anfield minefield. I don't call it Anfield. It's a minefield.
It's a minefield, man.
It's a bloody
I'm
minefield.
genuinely afraid of that place right now
It's a
because
minefield for
with
every
that
team.
type of
You go
imperial
there and you're
form,
not on your P's and Q's,
bruv.
it's over.
See then. See, man, when you are at Anfield and you beat your biggest rivals with
Mm,
that type of smashing, oh my God. See, it will be very difficult before any other team will come there and smell the light of day.
mm.
They'll be ready to slay anyone. In fact, anyone that comes there will be slain. That's what
Look,
it shows.
I agree, and like I said, they're starting to pick up forms. A lot of their very very good players are coming back,
Are
and
coming
some of their
back.
players that are out of form are starting to come back into
Are
form.
starting to
I
pick
saw,
form.
I saw,
Robertson
I,
is it's
I
back.
saw the way
Robertson is
Robertson
back.
played that ball yesterday, and
Ooh,
Jesus Christ, it
ooh.
was
Robertson is
fantastic
back.
yesterday.
Van Dijk is
Gakpo,
also a rock again now. Canute is doing it's covering up.
yeah,
For his
he- he's
injury
doing well.
and all those stuff. Bro,
He's doing well, especially having someone like Van Dijk next to him. That's again picking it up. He scored last week, and again, what I mean,
mm,
they've kept another clean sheet today. So there's a good feel factor that's coming
mm,
back to the club, and do
that's
not
coming back to that club.
underestimate what a good feel factor can do for a
Mm,
club. Do not
yeah,
underestimate what a result like this at home in front of all their fans, where everybody is going mad. All the United fans are leaving the stadium.
yeah,
What it can do for a team like Liverpool, and that's where the concerns are coming in, because once they start feeling good about themselves at Anfield, look at the last time we went there and Arteta tried to pick a fight with their manager. Look what happened. You can't go to Anfield and do that.
and and
You
do
can
that.
get away with it at other grounds. Anfield is not one of the places you want to go and do that. You just want to keep your head down, play the game, and get the hell out of there.
Yeah, it's not a good ground. It's not a good hunting ground,
No,
for
not for us,
anyone, in
anyways.
the league. Not for us, So I pity any other team that will go there now, man, because these guys will be in imperil form. They will be in beast mode. They want to beat up anyone that comes down there, and I genuinely fear April 9th when we have a date with these guys next month. Ola, and of course, let's thank God that these guys also have Manchester City. But again, it's not at Anfield. That's at the Etihad. So,
Yeah.
of course, the Mancunians will be fired up for that one. They will
Mm-hmm.
want to exact revenge for that blood drawn at Anfield. So let's see what's going to happen. Let's hope that they bounce back into that inconsistent form that they usually have. But do you see Liverpool going next week and losing?
No,
No,
it's
right?
hard. It's hard to see. Again, like I said, we're picking up a bit of a pattern with them now, and the one pattern that I can see is
Mm,
they're playing good football again, and they're keeping
mm,
clean sheets. And when
mm,
it starts to do that, the
mhm.
confidence starts to grow. They believe they can do anything. They
They can't
believe
do
they can
anything.
go on and beat anyone. When that sort
Yeah.
of belief starts to creep in,
Mm.
it's crazy. And they look,
It's crazy.
they got finishers that can put the ball in the back of the net. Make no mistake, they got players that
Mhm.
can hurt
They
you.
got killers.
That-
Mind you,
yeah,
Yota is still running in and about that, that team. Firmino is not going to sign a new
I mean,
contract, but he's giving his all for the team. He's scoring goals.
look at Firmino. Firmino will. I get scared when Firmino is coming off the bench to play
Mm.
against us. This guy can sit down for 85 minutes, come on the pitch against any team, and
Against
score
anything.
a goal without even looking at the goal, bro.
He
Did you see
does
the
that.
goal he scored against them the other day?
Mad goal, bro.
It's mad.
Mad one.
Firmino
Mad
can
one,
do
bro.
that. They got
That's what
players.
he do. He does
They
this.
got
So,
players that can hurt you. This season they've been out of form. They've been, a lot. They've taken a lot of slander, and rightfully so, because of the quality of the players that they have
yeah.
and the amount of money that that they've spent
Mm.
recruiting certain players, and not
Yeah.
really recruiting in the real areas that are really needed, which is the midfield. But they're going to try and work with that in the summer.
In the summer,
But
right?
look, at the end of the day, Liverpool, they're very look, as bad as they play, as bad as they play, it's like going to engage in a fight with Mike Tyson. Just because he's old and he's lost a few fights, don't mean you
Mm.
can just go and talk shit in front of him and think you're gonna
In
get
front
away
of
with
him and think you get away
it.
with it,
He's still
right?
dangerous. He
He's
can still hurt
dangerous.
you.
Can
You
still
know,
get hurt legitimately.
he can still get
But
hurt.
Ola, okay, good. Do you think they're gonna overturn their? their deficit against Real Madrid next week when they go play Real Madrid. Mind you, Real Madrid came back from that 2-0 deficit and, just bombarded Liverpool and completely destroyed them. Do you think Liverpool have
I
to?
think there's a very good chance. I think there's a very good chance that could happen. Uh,
Wow.
Again, Real Madrid they drop points again. They drop points again. Their fans they want Ancelotti's head on a stick. Um, but
But
this
this is a,
is
but this is a guy that has given them everything.
yeah, but
Like,
this is no,
I
this
don't
is
know, man.
football, man. This is football, and their fans have no sentiments. You know why? Because they've seen some of the best managers come through that club and
Mm,
consistently battle for honors, consistently battle at the top level. So their fans
okay.
don't have any,
Good luck.
they don't have sentiments like that. It's like Chelsea fans. Chelsea they don't have sentiments for managers because they are used to their owners. Once a manager stop performing, out of the door.
Out of the
That's what
door.
they're used to. They're
Yeah.
not like traditionalists like us,
Mm,
where we try and
mm.
build stuff organically and try and
Organically and
and build it
yeah,
from the ground up. You know, these are
yeah,
microwave clubs, bruv. You know what I mean? Their
yeah,
thing is
yeah,
fast, fast, fast. They don't
yeah.
oven cook nothing. They put shit in the microwave.
Shit. Well, that takes me to our next topic. Chelsea Football
Mm,
Club. Yeah, at the weekend, these
mm,
guys miraculously pull up, pull up and get a win over Leeds United, who battered them. At Leeds in the reverse fixture in Ellen Road.
mm,
These guys came in and Chelsea beat them up 1-0 from a lone goal from Fofana scoring that
mm.
goal for them.
Yeah,
What do you think? Chelsea Football Club
yeah,
getting
man.
a win, something that hasn't been done, for some games now. So that's about 3 wins in about 16 games.
Yeah, I was pleasantly happy for my brother Nas
Nas,
CFCOG,
good guy,
because
great
if they
guy.
lost that night, he would have been in a bad
Mm,
mood and all of that, man. So I was
mm,
happy they got that win there. You know what I mean? Big up yourself, Nas. But as for Chelsea and Leeds, you look at you
mm.
look at the you look at Graham Potter. He's under pressure, and he knows he's under pressure. But at the
Yeah,
same time, he's seemingly getting the backing of the owners behind the scenes. It looks
yeah.
like, at least from the outside looking in, that's what it looks like.
Hmm.
Like they
Hmm.
telling him, it don't matter how bad it is this season, right? Just try and ride it out. We'll start again next season, and whatever else you need on top of what you already got, and whatever else you need to get rid of on top of what you got, we'll try and sort all of that out in this. But try and get through the season as best as you can. So I think
Yeah,
they've already lined that. They've already probably had that conversation with him. Um,
yeah.
so, but at the same time, the fans are getting restless and they need
Hmm.
results. These fans are calling for results. These fans ain't happy. These fans are pissed off, and they needed a result against Southampton, and they got it. Look, Chelsea, they spent a lot of money. They're a very good side on their day. On their day, when everything gets put together nicely and it's organized nicely, and they're all singing from the same hymn sheet, they're just as dangerous as any of these top teams that we know, right?
Yeah,
But
yeah.
this season hasn't been the season for them. So
True.
anytime that you go and catch Chelsea, you just don't know what Chelsea you're gonna get.
You're gonna
You could
get
get the you could get the Chelsea that's been dropping points to Brighton home and away, or you could get
Brentford.
the you could you could get the Chelsea that you got yesterday that just scraped a 1-0. And you could
Mm,
get Chelsea on another day that's going to go and beat a team 3-4-0 because they just have that quality of players
that
on the
quality
pitch,
players on
individual
the pitch.
quality that can
Mm,
really, they can really put it on you
mm.
on another day. So, you just for me, I feel like Chelsea and their fans, if we're telling the truth, have resigned to this season being kaput,
Being
and
put here
they just want
exactly.
to ride it out and
But
start
but
again
I
next
ask you this
season.
defining question: is that Potter out for you? Do you see that guy
Again,
staying? Do you see that guy staying in the next 5, 6 games?
yeah, yeah. I don't think they
Even if
want
he
to give.
loses. even if
Yeah,
he
I don't.
loses.
Even if he loses, I don't think they want to pay that compensation, man. That's a lot of bro.
Oh,
They don't even want to get to that, bro.
and exactly, and they don't want to even get that FFP.
Exactly,
That FFP people looking
bec-
at them.
because
That's something else.
people are not thinking that okay, it's one thing to get rid of Potter and pay
Mm,
Potter, but you have to replace Potter with another
yeah.
top manager that's going to want big contract, that's going to want big wages. So
Mm,
so imagine that compensation, double that. That's
double
what it's
that.
going to cost them to get rid of Potter because they have to pay another guy to come in and take the reins,
True.
and they have to
True.
explain that to FFP that's already
To
got eyes on
FFP.
Man City. I
Very
don't think they
true.
want to do that.
They don't want to do that. They don't. Of course not. This would. They don't want 115 charges all over there hanging on
No, no,
on their
no.
heads, man. They don't need that smoke. See here, Ola. Do you think Chelsea can be able to overturn that 1-0 deficit they have with Dortmund when they come back home to Stamford Bridge?
I don't see it because it's
You
Dortmund.
don't see it, yeah?
I don't see it.
Is it that
I
they don't
mean,
have? Is it that they don't have the capability to,
they've
or
got
the?
they've got capable players. Like I said, they all have to be singing from the same hymn shit. They all have
Mm,
to be organized. They all have to be, wanting to do it for their manager.
yeah,
And in a lot of the games that I've seen, it don't look like they're trying to
it
do it for
don't look.
Potter. It doesn't look like that to me. I could be wrong. It don't look
Yeah,
like they're trying to do it for Potter. But
hmm
all of those ingredients has to be simmering nicely
nicely.
to get a purring Chelsea. And right now, we're seeing a disjointed Chelsea. Get a win
Right
there,
now,
get a loss there, get a win there, get a loss there, get a win there.
scrappy.
Everything is all,
Yeah,
mash up at the
haphazard. Yeah,
moment.
mashup.
So they need time
So,
to put all
so
of
you're
those
not
pieces together.
confident in them winning that Champions League tie
No,
with
I
Borussia
don't see it.
Dortmund? Yeah,
I
okay, you
don't
don't
see it.
see it
No.
because that's their only chance of for silverware this season. They're out of the FA Cup. Man City beat them up. Of course, Man United won the Carabao Cup.
Oh,
Yeah, so this represent the only piece of silverware that they
yeah.
can be able to have.
They're not gonna win the
This will
league.
also represent a different way that they can also leapfrog others into the European Championships next year. So if they don't win this, it's go or bust, man.
I
They
mean,
have to.
how can they win the Champions League if they just Spurs is saying they're gonna win the Champions League? Only one team can win the Champions League, right?
Oh my, did you have suffered? Oh my God, what that guy has gone through under a week, man. I
Oh,
just pray that their matchup
this is the
on.
same guy that came and run his mouth on here
Oh my
saying
God,
that since I turned up here, we've been losing matches. How many
bro.
matches have?
See, yeah, Ola.
Oh, brother. You
I
see,
pity I pity Deji
sometimes
Sports
when
because I pity Deji Sports, man. Because after they beat them this week, I'm not sure he will be able to come on streams again.
nah, man,
Because
he's confident. He didn't want any of these cups anyway. He don't want the Premier
jeez,
League. He didn't want the FA Cup. According to
yeah,
him, he don't care about the
he
Carling
said
Cup.
it's Mickey
He only
Mouse.
cares about the Champions League,
The only
and he
Mickey
thinks
Mouse
they're
cup
gonna
I
win it.
know is Carabao Cup. I can understand when he
Bro,
says all this Mickey
he
Mouse
said
cup,
he's gonna win
but
it. I don't know what you gave him to drink, man, before he turned up on the screen,
I
bro.
gave him some pimp juice to drink, bro.
You gave him the secret juice, yeah. You gave
The
him the
secret
secret juice.
juice
Paulo Costa's secret juice,
from
bro.
the poison chalice. See, bro. Let's move into Arsenal, man. Ola, Arsenal Football Club.
Mm.
Jesus, Ola, is this how we're going to live our lives until the end of the season?
Yes,
Is this
so
generally how we're going to hold until the end of the season?
this is how it's gonna be till May. I know you are looking at it till the end of the season perspective,
Hmm.
but you have to look at it. What month are we in? We're in March. What month does the
Ola,
season end? It ends in
me.
May. It's 2 months, bro. That's how
It's
you
too
gotta look
much,
at it,
man.
brother. Don't look at her till the season ends. When you say it like that, it feels like the season does not end till bloody December. When you say it like that, it's not like the season don't end till December. We got a couple
When
months, man.
it
2 months.
looks too long, man.
2 months.
It's too long.
you
It's too
you want to
long.
you want to stop the count right now,
I
don't you?
want to just God, because City, yeah, City is just on our necks. Like right now, and I really understand what it means. Like
You're
you know,
feeling
yeah,
the
when
pressure.
see when you're not the one feeling that pressure, yeah, you won't really understand it. You know, if maybe you're not a Liverpool fan, you
Mm.
won't have that emotional attachment to every single game when you have to catch up Man City and
That's right.
lose out the next week and you have to put up a performance that would
Mm.
actually bring you back to the top again. So it's very very difficult, to be looking at it from the point of view of another fan, as another fan base than the one who is competing. But right
Mm.
now, when the one that's competing for that title, it's you, and you're going head to head against these professionals and actually carving up people. I'm talking of Manchester City. It,
Mm.
it becomes it becomes a huckling task, man.
I
What do
mean,
you think about the pressure that Arsenal is facing with this Man City? And mind you, Ola,
mhm,
before you touch this answer, yeah,
mhm.
mind you, Man City won their game against Newcastle in the first match of that Saturday before
Mhm.
we played. So
Yes,
Arsenal was already feeling the pressure
yes,
already
100%,
before we even
100%.
went
And
to that field to even play Bournemouth.
I said this on the watch along that I did with Lee Gunner. If you guys haven't seen it, pop over there,
Hmm.
check out some of the clips
Shout out to
that
Lee Gunner, man.
that
Shout out
that
to
that we,
him,
that we
man.
had going
Good
on there.
guy.
Um, I said those exact words to him that
Hmm.
we turned the pressure on them when we played first, when we
Yeah,
played, and then they had to go and play Forest, and they felt that pressure. I asked
yeah.
Lee Gunner, I said to him, do you feel like we're feeling the same pressure that we turned on them
Hmm.
in the Forest game? Is that what we're now feeling? Because we
Hmm.
just went 2 goals. We considered I've not even sat down. I barely sat down and set up because it was a 3 o'clock. I was still trying to find the stream. I barely sat down, bruv. And we were already a goal down. So when you look at that, I want to say that yes, we're feeling the pressure, but we're handling the pressure well. And there's only one thing that can point to the fact that we're handling that pressure well. How many
Well,
times
yeah.
have we been knocked off the top of the table this season?
Man, it's just
That's for
once,
once.
man.
Once.
Just
It
once.
went even for
Yeah.
long. It went even for that long. The chat can
No, it
jump up
wasn't.
with this.
Just a day. Yeah,
I
not
don't even
long.
think it was up to 24 hours. I don't
It's
even
not
think it
even
was
up
that
to.
long,
I don't think
right?
so. No,
So
it's not up to.
all season, we've
Yeah.
maintained top spot in the
Top
Premier
spot.
League. We've
Hmm.
been the best team in the league all season. That's what the table shows. It
True.
shows me that we're handling that pressure well. It shows me that we have a different psyche that we're playing with this season. I said this to Lee. I said, when you look at it, this is the third time that we've scored last minute goal, goals in the last kick of the game, goals that's deciding a game.
Exactly, man.
But
That
we did
decides
it
the
against
game.
Manchester United with Nketiah, you know,
Jeez.
against Villa with Jorginho. I know Martinelli scored that other goal, but that was like 2 goals in like 1 minute. But the damage
Yeah,
was already done when
the
that goal
damage was
went in
done already.
from the Jorginho strike off the head of Martinez. The damage was already done, right? And that was like in the last minute as well.
It's
And
becoming
then
a
we
habit. It's
and
becoming
then
a
we won it
habit.
again. But this is the thing, right? I used the whole of last season and season gone by, I was complaining that Arsenal was always playing for half of the game. We were either playing in the first half or just playing in the second half. We weren't playing for 90 minutes.
For 90
This
minutes.
season, we've been playing for 90 minutes. This season, that's what we've been doing. And I
Yeah,
think that's a new wrinkle that we've added to our game this season
this
that
season.
a lot of other teams aren't expecting. They don't expecting us to be digging that deep to get this result. Now,
Yeah.
that might come to hunt us down come last 5 games of the season because it takes a lot of emotional metal to go and dig that deep every time and consistently churning out 3 points when every team in the league is trying to make it as difficult for you. When
Yeah.
every VAR in this Stockley Park is trying to make it difficult for you. You know what I mean? When every referee is denying stonewall penalties. There's one against Tomiyasu, and I don't like to complain about about referees.
Yeah.
I keep saying it all the time. I don't like complaining about them. Yeah, I said it in the watch along. I don't even care what we're being denied, but when it's that blatant, sometimes you can't
It
help but think to
becomes,
yourself,
yeah,
like, what's going on here?
what's
At
going
least
on?
there's two penalty shouts that I thought
There were
they were
two penalty
stonewall.
shouts that we,
That I thought were stonewall. The guy was trying to head the ball and completely missed it, and the thing dropped on his arm, and his arm went on his side. His arm did come up a little bit, right? But they're trying to say, "Oh, he hit the stripe." It was arm ball. Forget that one. That's by the by. But the Tomiyasu one, where he got kicked underneath his feet as he went to clear the ball in the box, is foul anywhere else. How
it's
is that not a
foul.
penalty? They didn't even look at it, right? So these are the little things. But I keep saying, do not leave it in the hands of the judges. And this is what
Exactly.
this
Do the
team
job.
keeps
Finish the
doing.
job off.
This is what this
Finish
team
the
keeps
job.
doing. They're finding ways to do it. It's not just that. The one other thing that I've been so impressed with
Yeah.
Arsenal, and I think that's what's been helping us in terms of maintaining top spot, in terms of you know, just in terms of getting the job done,
Mhm.
is we have goal scorers across the pitch.
Across the pitch.
Look at the 4 goals we scored the other day against Villa, right?
Yeah.
Was it Villa or Everton? No, it was Everton. Was it Everton? We'd be 4-0.
Everton. Yeah,
Yeah,
with a 4 nil Everton.
we'd be Everton 4-0, yeah,
Hmm.
right?
Hmm.
And then look at this game against Bournemouth. We scored 3 goals.
Three goals.
None of the guys that scored the 4 goals against Everton scored in this game. It's all different goal scorers.
It's all different goal scorers. Yeah,
All
that's
different
true.
goal scorers. Ben
True.
White,
True. Ben
Rhys
White's
Nelson,
different. Yeah,
and
that's true.
who scored the
Thomas Partey
and Thomas Partey. So none of the guys
and
that scored in the Everton game
Rich
scored
Nelson.
in this game. So that's
It's
7 goals
true.
with seven
With seven
with
different
seven
players.
exactly. So
Yeah.
that's what's helping us maintain
Mm.
what we're trying to do right now.
And that's what
And
City were doing to even win the title in previous seasons. They shared the ball, they shared the goal scoring duties abroad the team. So many other team players were also scoring. Bernardo Silva would have his own chunk of the share of goal scoring opportunities. Mares will have his own point. That comes from that goal
they
sharing
were,
portion. Kevin
were
De
sharing
Bruyne would
goals,
score lots of goals. So it wasn't just
you know.
the focal point wasn't just on a particular striker, but again, this season, that's what Man
The
City is
goals were
seeing right
everywhere.
now. Yeah, yeah,
Literally the
yeah.
goals
Right
everywhere.
now, they just have to look for their robot in front of goal to score goals for them. I'm talking of Haaland, the Robeast, so
Mm.
to score goals for them. But
I
see, yeah,
mean,
Ola.
hold on. Just on that point,
Hmm.
you saw yesterday 3 times, 3 times, and this shows you how much Man City respected Newcastle. 3 times they were playing corner flag football. 3 times,
Yeah,
Manchester City playing corner flag football, taking the ball to the corner flag and
to
and,
the
and
corner
trying to hold
flag.
on the play. When have you ever seen City doing that? Because they are feeling the pressure also.
They're feeling the pressure.
They
Yeah.
don't want to score points. They don't want to make mistakes. They're feeling the pressure also, and that's why this is. I rarely see Man City playing corner flag football,
Hmm.
and they did that 3 times against Newcastle just to make sure
Newcastle
they kept the clean sheet and they put the pressure on us.
on
That's
us.
why they did it, and that's showing the
See,
respect level that they have.
Ola, but in other words, yeah, you have to agree that we coming back, from the jaws of defeat
Mm.
only shows champion stuff, right? Because I asked the Man United fan who came here, and he said to him, "It's not champion stuff anything." I was like, "Are you serious?"
Yeah, I mean they're gonna say that. They're obviously
If
gonna
we
say
drop
that,
those, but if we drop those points, it's points dropped. Big ups and shout out to Oregon Guna.
Big up
Oregon
Oregon
Guna.
Gunner.
Big
Salute
ups
to
to
you,
this
Oregon
my
Gunner.
guy,
He
Oregon
was there with
Guna.
us on the watch along. He saw the whole drama. It was
Yeah,
crazy.
top guy,
Um,
top guy, top guy,
and
Oregon Guna. I can't wait
for
to be on
me,
his stream with him
for me,
again.
when you look at what Arteta has been doing, and this is
Mm,
where I am going to give Arteta his flowers.
yeah.
When Arteta seen something wrong going on with the team, he don't wait
Hmm.
60 minutes, 75 minutes to change it. He's hooking people at halftime. He did it in the Everton game. Ben White come off, Tomiyasu on you go. Oh,
On
this
you
week
go.
Tomiyasu, you're the one fucking up. Tomiyasu, off you go. Ben White, off
He
come on the
had to
pitch.
sub Smith Rowe twice.
Yeah, yeah.
He had to
Because the,
sub
the, the
Smith Rowe
because
twice.
I think the reason for that, it's not because Smith Rowe was performing badly. I
Hmm.
think it's the fitness level that they were starting to
Mm.
see that this if they could have done without using him, they would have done that.
They would
But
have done that.
Trossard coming off is
Mm.
getting injured. It kind of skewered whatever plan that they have. If they
Plans
could
that
have
we
got
had.
away with not really playing Smith Rowe, and he still came on the pitch again in a team that's chasing the title.
And
He
give an
still came on the
assist.
pitch and contributed. He still
And
came on
give
the
an
pitch and
assist.
contributed. And I remember Fabregas in one of the seasons.
Mm.
Um, we subbed him on. He came on. I think he set one up and scored one long rating, and then we took him off again. We won the game. So
Mm.
sometimes, if you're just looking for that result and you have a player that that got the skill set there, albeit
Yeah.
the fitness might not be there, but you think, all right, you know what, I'm going to chuck you on for 20 minutes. But whatever you do, go on there and do something. Go and give us something. Give us a platform to build on. And that's what
Yeah.
Smith Rowe did. So in my eyes, whether I got subbed up 5 times, he did his job. He
Mm.
gave us that platform to
Mm.
go on and
To
get
go on
and get the
yeah.
ball rolling. And that's how
Mm.
Partey found his goal. Ben White then came in and did his thing, and then Reece Nelson finished it off. So for me, I'm happy with the way that every single bit of
But
substitution.
again, no one said that you can't win ugly, right?
Exactly.
Because see, I'm tired of all these
It's three
rival
points.
fans.
3 points is
I'm
all I
tired of
care
all these
about.
rival fans saying we played shit. That's not
So
how to
what?
play. I'm like, come man. Remember those times when Feggy used to have Feggy time goals
Of
and
course.
winning titles with Feggy time goals? Where did all those times go? You
So,
remember the times when you say Mourinho was winning titles with Chelsea,
mm,
where they had to grind hard 1-0 wins, 2-1 wins in a
we can't
hard way,
we can't we're not gonna get
grinding out,
we're not gonna get
ugly
four
way.
nils like we got against Everton every game. There's games we're gonna get 1-0. There's games we're gonna have 4-2. There's games we have 3-2. There's games we're gonna win 5-1. There's games there's games we're gonna lose. There's games that we're gonna drop points and get a draw.
But again,
So
we can't afford to drop any. See, Ola, yeah, we can't afford to drop any
I,
more games.
yeah, I know
We
we can't
can't.
afford, but I'm just being realistic.
Yeah, I
Prepare
know.
for it because
We,
this is
we,
the Premier
we
League.
can't. The
This is
only
the
game
Premier
we
League.
can only maybe have a drop off is against Man City. Probably, where okay, we have 5 points to spare.
You,
We can
you
give
know,
them that 3 points, no problem.
let me
But
let me
apart
let me
from
tell
that, we
you
don't have any other game to
let me
spare.
tell you where I stopped getting scared of dropping points. I'll tell you now. Yeah, it's not like I want it, but I'm not as worried because the team that's chasing us in Manchester City are capable of dropping points as well, and we've seen them do it plenty of times this season. So I personally don't think Man City is going to go the rest of the season without dropping points.
Start dropping points.
They're going to drop points. We've seen it. We've seen it
Against
all
Liverpool, they
season.
should drop points. Against
We've
Liverpool, they
seen it
should
all
drop points.
season. We've seen it all season. It might not even be Liverpool. It might be against Fulham. It might be against Brighton. It might be against
Chelsea.
Brentford.
I
It
think
could
they
be
have
one of these
Chelsea.
teams.
I think they still
You
have
know,
Chelsea, yeah? They still have
I'm not even.
Chelsea.
This is the crazy thing, Tony. I'm not looking at the top teams taking points from City. I'm looking
Is
at
the
the little
little
teams.
is the little teams,
It's the
yeah?
little teams that are fighting for their lives.
Mm,
Those are the
mm.
teams that I'm worried about. Those are the teams that I'm more worried about than all these other big
Okay,
teams.
let me
You
call
know,
out the teams Man City still
Bournemouth
have
is
to
a good
play.
example of what happened
See,
yesterday.
Ola, City on the 11th will play Crystal Palace at home.
Mm,
Away, sorry. They have to play Burnley in the FA Cup on the 18th of this month.
yeah.
Then they go they at the Etihad on the 1st of
Mm-hmm,
April. They have to play Liverpool at
mm,
Etihad.
mm,
Coming out from that game against Liverpool, they play at St Mary's against Southampton, who's fighting relegation. They're in a relegation scrap, so they
mm,
need that game too. So that might be a tasty one. They have Leicester to play. They have Brighton to play. They have Arsenal to play. They have Fulham to play. They have Leeds to play. They have Everton to play in a relegation scrap. They have
mm.
Chelsea to play. They have Brentford at the last day at Brentford Community Stadium.
Exactly. Look at that. They have Brentford on the last day at Brentford's ground. That's no easy game, bruv. That's no easy ground to go to. What's the guarantee that they're gonna go there and get 3 points on the last day? The pressure could just be
And
on them.
Everton will scrap till the end. That's one thing I know.
You
They will
know,
scrap till the
that's
end.
one thing you're gonna get from Sean Dyche.
Hmm.
That is the
Hmm.
one thing you're gonna get. You're gonna get from him. So
Exactly.
there's
Because they'll be
there's
fighting
tricky
for their
games for
lives.
everyone.
For
There's tricky
everyone,
games
bro.
for everyone. That's why I'm not that worried about us dropping points because I know they're gonna drop points too,
Hmm.
and we already
Hmm.
got 5 point cushion on them. So even if we drop points, and I know they're gonna drop points because I'm not saying it because I'm Nostradamus. I'm saying it based on the pattern that
Bro,
they've
you
showed
can
me
be
all season.
Nostradamus down here, man. No, bro, you can't be that, bro.
I'm saying it based on the pattern that they've showed me all season. From what I've seen all season from them, they're going to drop points. We're going to drop points. Everyone's going to drop points. Every
Everyone's
team in
going
the
to
top
drop
four
points.
is going to drop points before the end of the season. It's just how the league is. That's how mad this league is this season.
Man, God help us, man. God help us. Oregon Guna is still in the chart. Amy Baba, my guy, from Finland here, is down there in the chart
Mm,
too. Big ups to you, Amy Baba. Amy Baba. The assembled here, my guy. The assembled. He follows me everywhere. This is the assembled guy. Big ups to him, man.
yeah,
Enough
man.
love to you, the assembled man. He says, let's hope that Liverpool performance is a one-off. If it's not, Arsenal will have a real fight to come back with a point.
Yeah, I mean, nobody, nobody's, everybody's
Even
scared about
Ola,
Liverpool now.
Ola, I could even see it. Your
Everybody's
sigh,
scared
your
about
sigh
Liverpool.
of relief down there, bro. Is it of relief or of pain or of
Nah,
hopelessness?
but
I don't know, bro. I
it's a
just know
worry.
you just breathe sigh, bro.
It's a worry. It's a worry. It's a worry.
It's a
I'm
worry,
worried.
man.
I'm worried. And if any team, anybody that supports this club,
Mm,
based on what you've seen so far, I don't know how long you've been following the club, but based on what you've seen so far with Arsenal going
mm,
to Anfield, right? If you're not worried, especially in the form that they're now picking up,
yeah,
then I don't know what to tell you. You know what I mean? I'm not saying we can't go over there and maybe sneak a draw, which would be a
sneak a
fantastic
draw,
result
yeah.
if that happened. Liverpool is Anfield is not a place that
Mm.
you go around turning down your nose on 1 point if you
On
go there and
one,
get a point. You
you
don't
have
go
to
down there
you
and
have to
turn down
go
your
there
nose on that.
and you have to go there. Okay, Ola, look at Arsenal's games to be played. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
we play. Our next game is against Fulham. Fulham just lost right now. They are losing actually right now
Yeah, to
to
Brentford.
to Brentford. Brentford with Ivan Tony red hot. Ivan
Mm.
Tony scoring a penalty. Man, we deserve that guy at Arsenal, man.
Ivan Tony
We want that guy at Arsenal,
he's
man.
got a war against the world, man. He's him against the
Jesus
world,
Christ.
Ivan
It's
Tony,
him
man. He's
against
taking
the
on the
world, man.
FA, he's taking on everybody, he's taking on people that's talking shit to him online. He is clapping back,
It's
and I
clap.
love that. I love that. He's clapping back. I
All
love that.
eyes on
Big
fire.
up
All
yourself,
eyes
Ivan
cooking.
Tony.
It's cooking. See, yeah, Ola, Jensen just scored an 85th minute goal
Mm,
for Brentford.
mm,
Brentford is marinating Fulham three
mm,
goals to one at
mm.
home at Brentford Community
Yeah, man.
Stadium. That's how
Exactly.
bad it is. We'll face Fulham in our next match. We see
Hmm.
people are saying that's a tricky one. It's a banana skin, but you know what? Yeah, Ola. If we are to win the title, these are the teams we should be imposing
Yes.
ourselves on. If Brentford can be imposing themselves and be beating these guys up,
Hmm.
tidy, serious tidying of these guys, Ola. Why can't we do it?
The reason why people are a little bit worried is there's no Eddie, there's no Trossard. Jesus, it could be too soon for him.
Too soon, right?
So we're gonna have to rejig what we're doing up top, right?
Oh my
We
God.
have to rejig it. And
Uh,
we're gonna have to rejig what we've been doing up front. And that's why people are worried, right?
man.
But the way Oregon good. This is a jumper that got bought for me by my kids. You know what I mean? So when they buy shit like this for me, man, it's not Chelsea blue. It's just an Adidas jumper, man.
Oregon
You know what I mean?
Gunner.
It just
Big
happens. It
ups,
just
man.
happens to be a nice blue like this, and
Mm.
you
Oregon
know,
Gunner is a real one, guys. Yeah,
and
he's a
and
real one. I've
you
had
know, and
one-on-one conversations with him. He's a real one, man. Big ups,
yeah,
Oregon Gunner. Yeah.
yeah, man. I don't fuck with no gangs or nothing like that. But I do like a crypt blue. I like a crypt blue every now and again. It's not Chelsea blue. I call it a crypt blue. That's the one. Crypt blue. You know what I mean? Yeah, man.
Yeah,
And
yeah. Ola, you were saying something, man.
creep up one time whenever you want to do Oregon good, man. You know what I mean? Let's do a creep up challenge, innit? You know what I mean? Whenever you're ready. How about that? Yeah.
How about that? Yeah, you were saying something, man, Ola.
So for me, I think we have to rejig the whole front.
The whole
I
front
like
three, yeah.
and look, we got options there a little bit because I don't know how much they saw with Smith Rowe to take him off quickly and maybe he can
Mm,
come back and give us like
mm,
50, 60 minutes against Fulham and then Reese can then jump off and then come and complete the job on that side. And probably we're
mm.
probably going to move Martinelli up top, and still have Saka where he is. So I look,
But in that game we still have to be very careful because Fulham can genuinely punish you. Yeah, they
yeah,
just scored a last minute goal right now. I'm
mhm,
talking of Fulham right now. They just scored a
yeah,
last minute goal,
but
so that match ended 3-2. Carlos Vinicius just scored a goal for
but the
Fulham,
good
so it
thing,
ended 3-2.
but the good thing is our defense has been fit most of the season. They're all in unison. They're all playing well, apart from Zinchenko that never plays in the place that he's supposed to be playing. This guy's killing me, bro. You know what I mean? We're winning games. We're doing what we're doing, but this man is never in position. You look at
It's
the
never in
look at the
position.
goal that Brentford scored. I mean, Bournemouth scored against us. Look where they put the ball in from.
But
Look when
again,
Trossard was chasing back the ball.
but
Look
Ola,
how wide that
it is
place
those
is.
adventures that has been able to give us goals. It
Of
is because
course,
of those adventures that has opened up teams this season for
it
us.
has, but it also
So,
leaves us open.
it's a case of a blessing and a curse.
Yeah, it's a
If
chicken
you
and
don't
egg
do that, then
situation,
what
bro.
would you do? Would you bring in Kiriantieni, who
I,
also has
this is what I'm
inconsistencies with
trying to
him?
say. This is what I'm trying to say.
Or would you pitch your tent with someone who could be a blessing and also a curse, who
But
could give
this
you
is the
those
thing.
goals, but you could also contain, the deficiencies that he brings to his
Pe-
game.
People are looking at this through tunnel vision, right? The way I'm looking at it is
Hmm.
fine, Zinchenko can play there, but Zinchenko and Tierney can coexist on the pitch. Just put Zinchenko in the middle of the park. Put him in the middle of the park where Shaka likes to play his game. Maybe Zinchenko even likes to wander all the way to the right wing. Put him in the middle of the park and let him do what he's doing. I'm not
But
saying
again,
take off
but again,
Zinchenko.
you'll be tinkering with what has been working. And mind
Well,
you,
we are,
don't tinker with
but
what is
but
working.
but we are tinkering because players are falling like flies. So players are dropping like flies, and we're having to bring other players into. We are tinkering. You know, So if you're gonna do it in a way where 60s car, yeah, man, you know what I mean? We're
Oregon
gonna get on
Glitter,
that Oregon
my
Gun,
guy.
my brother,
Oregon,
my brother, you know
Oregon.
what I
I
mean?
like that guy, man.
Yeah,
The
man.
love I have for that guy, man. Big ups,
But
Oregon.
for me,
Yeah.
it's a case of trying to find the right balance without leaving yourself susceptible every time to a crazy
Mm,
counter where a number of teams has identified it now. That's the side they attack the most. You've seen it. It's
yeah.
that side. They're always attacking that side because they know we leave that side open.
We
It
leave
talks
that side open, yeah.
and it's not just leaving the side open, but we're leaving the winger on that side on his own to deal with two players every time. And I
Every
think
time.
that there's just a way that we can go about it where we can still have the services of Zinchenko on the pitch for a certain amount of time, and then bring
Yeah.
on Tierney to cover the deficiencies of leaving that side open. And then that way we're more secured at the back.
At
And
the
even
back.
if we get countered, Zinchenko can then get back into his defensive
Hmm.
defensive mindset.
Yeah.
Tierney can do that. Saliba can do that. Gabriel can do that. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
Ben White can do that. And we're better for it, in my opinion.
Good.
But what do I know? I'm not the one that
Ola,
gets paid 10, 12 million
Ola,
a year to make these decisions.
Ola, in the Premiership, yeah, will face a Fulham team who just lost today against Brentford. They've not lost any other game in for the past 6 games, yeah. For the
Mhm.
past 6 games, these guys haven't lost. It's just today that they just lost against Brentford, which is also a very very good team if you're very very fair with them. See, yeah, Fulham has played 26 games. They're in 39 points this season, and of course they're in the seventh position. These guys are really in a very, very good position. They've scored 38 goals, they've conceded 34 goals. They are that good. They've kept the balance between what they're receiving and what they're scoring. They have
Mhm.
Mitrovic down there, they have Carlos Vinicius who's down there, they have Willian who's turned into a different kind of animal coming back for Fulham. Totally not the same thing that was in Arsenal that's playing right now in Fulham. This one play for Fulham is a beast. He's scoring goals and taking man's snack down there, beating these guys and, scoring goals for them, man. So it's a different Fulham team we'll be meeting in that next match. What do you think we should be doing to these guys? And it's away in Craven Cottage.
Um, I think our away record has been really good this season. We've been
Okay,
playing
fair
really, really
enough.
well away.
Fair
Um,
enough.
and we're talking tough games, tough grounds where we normally usually just go down there and lose points.
And just
We've
lose
been
points here.
we've been getting results from there, so I'm not overly worried about going to play at Craven Cottage, and you know uh we have to put our best foot forward. We have to attack early. We have to be alert. And I don't want to see the type of mistakes that we made in the Bournemouth game, because I think the 2 goals that we gave them was very, very easy. It was a gift.
Very
It
easy
was a gift.
gift.
It was a gift. Like we battered them, what, 19, 20 corners, and they had one and put it away. It was a
Put it
gift. And we
away.
don't even consider for corners like that. We didn't even consider for set
Ola,
pieces
in
like
the
that.
22nd,
You know what I mean?
Ola, in 22 seconds, these guys have scored a goal against us.
You know, it's it's
Like,
it's it's
it
wild.
was shocking, man.
It's wild. It's wild. So I believe we're going to try and rectify that and try and be
Hmm.
more defensively resolute. The bit that
Hmm.
I'm more worried about is how our attack is going to respond to the
Hmm.
changes that they might make and
Okay.
find goals over there.
Hmm.
So, uh, in my prediction, which we're going to get to, I think I'm going to be very conservative because of that reason.
Conservative because of that reason. Ola, it's already the 1 hour 4 minutes mark already. See, Ola, tell us your prediction for that game.
Um, I'm gonna go. I'm
Fulham
gonna go.
Arsenal.
I'm gonna go 1-0. I'm gonna go 1-0 Arsenal.
1-0 Arsenal, yeah?
I'm
It's one
gonna
of
go
those
1-0.
games you have to scrap, right?
We
You have
just
to
have
be
to. We
ready
just
for the
have to. We
scrap,
just
right?
have to. We just have to scrap it. They're a good team. You can't take it. Earlier on in the season when we beat them, everybody was saying who is Fulham until they went around and took points off for Liverpool. That's when everybody, oh, okay, this is going to be a different Fulham this season. You know what I mean? And then they done into a few other big teams. Look at what Chelsea's had to deal with them, and
Yeah.
they know that like Fulham is not an easy game. Fulham is not an easy game. I don't want people to just see the name Fulham and just think, oh, you have to look at what team that's playing in front of you. And this team is a very, very good team. They've gone to Brentford and they've managed to get 2 goals out of them.
Mm.
Nobody goes down there and just get results out of Brentford like that. And that's what I'm
Anthony
trying to say.
Herbert is saying, I'm going 2-0 to Arsenal. Man, it's not easy, man. Anthony Herbert, we have to have a heart to heart talk on your show on Friday, man. It's not going to be
Yeah,
easy,
I
man.
mean, it's just because of the changes that we have up top, because of the players. We
Mm.
don't have like if we had say Trossard and Jesus, and then I can start thinking maybe 2-0, 3-0, and be talking reckless. But right now we got Martinelli and we got Saka, and wherever they're
I,
going to put with them
Ola,
with him up top,
I will take a 1-0 win.
I'll take a 1-0.
I'll take a 1-0, man. It will be difficult. We'll just have to take
It's
that,
not
man.
an easy game. It's not an easy game at all.
It's not an easy game. See, guys, yeah, I'm predicting 1-0 for them. I'm also with Ola. I'll take a 1-0 win. It's gonna be one of those games where we have to scrap and fight on all positions and give it our all, and we should also maintain a certain degree of defensive
Yep.
acumen and
They're
defensive
very, very good
consistency.
side. I've seen them play football this season. They don't play. They
Oh
don't
my
play
god!
pack the bus football like all these other teams are playing.
No,
They
no, no,
play in
no, no,
football.
no.
They playing
They
toe-to-toe
come to play
football,
football and they come
and
to
they're
scrap.
very, very skillful. Some of the
Yeah, yeah,
players that
yeah.
I see and I see the way they playing the ball, bro. You know, yeah, man.
These guys can scrap. They can scrap. It's not a joke. They can scrap. And again, mind you, they have a guy who has gotten a PhD, a doctorate degree in the dark arts, Mitrovic, who will be there, and
He's been around for. He seems like he's been
bro,
around forever, really.
bro, this guy has a PhD in the dark arts.
I mean,
This guy will fall. He will drag players around him.
when you've
Eh,
played in the championship as many times as Mitrovic has played, you have to learn the dark arts. You know, you're going to be the master of dark arts.
Anthony Herbert is thinking this is a joke. Oregon Gunner says 3-1 to us. Why are these guys? Where is this chest coming from? 3-1.
I
Come
mean,
on.
I
We will
like it.
dominate them.
I like it.
I like that. I
I
like
just don't
that.
think
But
it'll happen.
man, it's going to be difficult, man. 3-1, Oregon. Okay. Anthony Herbert says, yeah, could be 7-0 to us. Anthony Herbert is waffling now, yeah. Shout
Yeah,
out to
man. Look
Anthony
at the
Herbert,
lineup.
yeah.
Yeah, man.
Oregon gonna say Serbian Hitman. That's Mitrovic. Exactly. Exactly. Guys, we've come to the end of the show, yeah. Tomorrow is Tuesday. I will just take a rest tomorrow and watch some of the European matches. I'll be having a watch along. Probably maybe if Oregon Guna is freed up, me, Oregon Guna, and maybe Steve McCullough might be doing the watch along for the Arsenal versus Sporting Lisbon game. If Oregon Gunnar is freed up, I'll bring him in. Let's do the watch along together. Ola, shout out, bro. Shout out yourself, man.
Yeah, man. Yeah,
Shout
man.
out yourself.
Look, people, we operate on the Fight Week show,
Mm,
and we've been doing some good work on there. We brought some guys in, Combat Cave, and they were really, really good over the weekend.
mm.
That we brought them in. The guy that we got a next pay per view coming up on the 18th. This is Usman Kamaru Usman versus Leon Edwards for the welterweight title.
Big one. That's a big,
It's
massive one, man.
big,
That'll
big
be a
card.
massive night. I'll be in your chat that day. It's a
Yeah,
massive one, man.
it's gonna be a big card, man, and if you love mixed martial arts, you love the fight game.
Just have to
The
be
fight
there.
the fight we show is the place to be, man.
Mm,
Come and support us.
mm,
Come show us some love.
mm,
And yeah, let's watch the fights together, man. We
mm.
got one of our own over here, in Leon Edwards, just Birmingham, like just down the road from where I am. And we got my countryman Kamaru Usman. So this card here, it means an awful lot to me, man. And if you want to see me in pieces, if you want to see
Mm,
me all over the place, because I got people that know, I know people that know Leon Edwards. I know his people, the people that he trains with him,
yeah, I know you do. I know you do that. Yeah.
that works with him, and
Mm.
it's good. It's good. This fight is going to tear me apart. So if you really really want to see me torn apart emotionally, this this this
This
this
is the
paper
one.
one is the one that you
This
have
is
to
the
come and
one.
see. You have to come and see it. So yeah, come check us on the Fight Week show.
Have you
Just
made up your mind to go watch it?
no, I'm definitely doing a watch along to it now. So I'm
Okay,
not gonna.
okay,
I'm
okay,
going to watch
okay.
AJ on the first.
Oh, okay, okay, okay.
Anthony Joshua. I'm going to watch
Anthony
Anthony
Joshua. Yeah.
Joshua on the first. Anthony Joshua
Okay.
is a little bit cheaper when it comes to the ticket is slightly cheaper than what Mr. Dana White is trying to take out of my pocket, man. So he's trying to take my children's inheritance, all £600 of it. It's all I got for my children.
Ballon de all money, oh, Ballon de all.
He's trying to
That's
take all my
Ballon de all
children's
money,
inheritance.
man.
No, 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 no. We're not gonna
Yeah,
go out like that.
exactly,
So
exactly,
yeah,
man.
the
Yeah.
Fight Week show.
Mm.
That's where we're at. Come check us out. We've got big interviews lined up as well with various different fighters. Um, you know, yeah, come
Mm.
show us some love, man. The
Yeah,
Fight Week show.
guys, go show the Fight Week show some love, guys. When you watch this tomorrow morning, see, guys, yeah. Ola's been putting. See, look at the time in the UK. Ola's here doing a show with us. He's shown this channel a lot of love, man. And when this show is more, is more bigger, which I know it will be. We just have to pay our respect to
We're
Ola.
gonna get there, man.
Legend in
We're gonna
this
get there.
space. Yeah, a legend in this space, and he's coming to always show us love, guys. Guys, show him love too, man. Ola, big ups to you, my guy, man. Big
Thank you
ups to
very
you.
much for having me
Let's
on
hope that
again,
we
man.
can go. Let's hope we can go on Thursday and win this game for Arsenal, because it's very important we get into the next round, because
Mm.
if Manchester United has been opened up like this against Liverpool, and they are the biggest challenges of this trophy I'm seeing in the Europa League, bruv, I genuinely see Arsenal winning that Europa League.
One game at a time, Tony. One game at a time.
Ola, again, the voice of reason. The voice of reason. Ladies
One
and
game at a time.
gentlemen, I'll leave that to you. Catch me up on uh, Thursday when I chop it up with Deji Sports. Today was the show was the premiere of the rival show with Traps Booming. It was a very great show today. Lovely one. Ola, I didn't know if you watched that show today.
No,
Did you
I
see
was,
part
I
of it?
was, I was
Okay, you
bang, I
were.
was bang busy. You know when I watch, I'll drop a super chat in, and you know what I
Yeah,
mean, and
yeah,
drop
yeah,
a
yeah.
comment.
Exactly,
But I
exactly,
was, I
exactly.
was so, I was so in it with my
That
client
reminds
today,
me, I
man.
was trying to send something to your Cash App, but I couldn't see the Cash App
Oh,
stuff.
same.
It was too
Okay.
small.
Oh, right,
It
right,
was too
right, right.
small on your screen.
Okay.
So please, it would be very nice if that stuff is very legible.
I'll speak to the guy that put it together for me, because I'm a uh, I'm a technical dunce, to
Yeah,
put it
yeah, I
to put
get
it
that.
bluntly. So I'm gonna speak to
Yeah.
the guy that you see
Tell the
all these
guy
things
that you
that we
should
see on the
make it
screen here.
more.
That ain't my domain. You know what I mean? I get people to
Yeah,
do that stuff.
to do
So
that
I'm
stuff.
gonna
Yeah,
I'm gonna I'm gonna speak to him and
yeah. Tend to make
let
it
him
more
know.
legible, because yeah, it's not so legible at all, at all,
No,
at
no,
all.
no problem, brother.
Okay,
No problem.
okay,
Thank you
okay.
very much for
Ola,
at least
big
thinking about that.
ups. Yeah, yeah,
Salute.
yeah. Big ups to you, Ola, and thank you for coming to the show.
I
Hopefully, maybe we
appreciate it.
would see. I don't know. Maybe we would see on Sunday, or what do you think? Sunday
Sunday. Um.
post game show.
Oh, I have to talk to you about that off air.
Okay, off air. Okay, okay, okay.
It's
All
my
right,
it's
all
my
right.
wife's birthday weekend. I have to talk to you about that off
And
air.
ladies and gentlemen, episode 5, the Prem Talk Show with Ola of the Fight Week channel. Big ups.
Salutes. We out.
Salute. We out, guys. We out. And guys, also please remember, catch us on Thursday with Deji Spores for the Minority Report. Very, very important. See you guys then.